Welcome back, everybody. So I decided to do a side-by-side of the Sorachi Ace with 100% wheat SMaSH beer and the Sorachi Ace 100% two-row or two-row SMaSH beer because I wanted to see the differences. I didn't think they would be this close or tasting this good. I do like dill. If you don't like dill, as I said in some of the other videos, do not buy Sorachi Ace because at this point it's dill, dill, dill. You get dill, citrus dill. I was pointing to this because technically both of them did start coming up. And that's one thing. You have to be careful how much sugar you put in these, depending on if it's the large carbonation drops, small pearls, or if you mix it. You want to make sure you're mixing the right amount because you can have bottle bombs. What's a bottle bomb? These things could explode. Yes, I've had them explode. Not my own, but actually craft beers that have been sitting out and at 3 o'clock in the morning have shattered all over my kitchen floor. And then I had to wake up to that thinking somebody has busted out a window. But yes, so you want to make sure you're carbonating correctly. And for me, it's been hit and miss. Like, I've been using the big carbonation drops. I've been using the small pearls. Now, with the small pearls, I have not had this issue. It's just with the larger carbonation drops. And this is now settling down. That's why the beers aren't full. I don't want to pour any more because on this one, I can see there's a whole bunch of hop leaves and trub floating in there. And this thing is all mixed up, and it's going to kill the look of these beers. Same with this one. Head's dying down, but I don't want anything to do with it, so we're not going to pour anymore. So the Sorachi Ace wheat was bottled on 8/18, 5.18%. The Sorachi Ace two-row on my right was bottled on 10/27, 6.87%. So if we take a look at the colors, even from sitting here, you can see a big difference. I hope you can. I can. This one looks like lemonade. The two-row version, the one on my right, looks like there was some like caramel 40 added to it. But if we take a look at, let's just go with head. With head, the two-row dominates. It almost looks like a cream on there. It's moving around. We're getting some peaks and valleys, a little over half a finger of a head that have stayed there, where the wheat version, no head, but we still have bubbles coming out. Okay, color. Yeah, color, very golden yellow, very bright yellow in color. I said this in the wheat version. The wheat version looks like it has particles floating in there, almost like the Oddside Ale Firefly beer, and I used an Oddside glass. But yeah, for the color, you couldn't really pick one. I don't think Sorachi Ace and wheat have anything to do with all these particles. Then on the other side, the two-row version, I guess you could say lemon dill, like a lemonade with dill. Maybe that's what that would look like in there. But yeah, for color, for me at least, I would go with the two-row version. It looks a little better than this Fly version, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I think if you gave somebody a picture of each one, most people are going to pick the version that doesn't have stuff floating in it, to me. Let's go ahead and smell, see if we can get any differences. Very big dill, maybe a touch of citrus in there. The two-row version has that dill, but there's like a toasted bread quality to it. I think like almost like a sweet toasted bread, which is kind of weird because the two-row version is higher in ABV by way over a point. So I'm surprised we're getting some of that sweetness out of it. I thought that the yeast would eat more and it would be a little drier and it wouldn't give off that sweetness as it does. But yeah, for the smell, I would have to go with the two-row. I think that sweet toasted bread with that dill delivers a little bit more. There is a little bit of citrus in there, but the wheat version really doesn't bring, at least now, that wheat quality to it, and it's like an overpowering dill with a touch of citrus. So yeah, I would have to give it to the two-row version. Let's go ahead and taste. Man. Okay. So the wheat version, that dill lasts a little bit longer on the palate. It's like almost all the way through the palate. It brings in a touch of citrus. You get some of that weediness in there. Where the two-row, it's very big dill, then it's very big citrus with a little bit of sweet toasted bread. It feels like the two-row is way up, way down, way up, way down, where the wheat version is kind of consistent in how it delivers the flavors. It's more mellow. It tastes more mature. Like it's had time to just mellow out and combined all those flavors. Where the two-row version is like the young child that's running around, then he has too much sugar, then he drops all the way, then he comes back up and goes back down. That's what it tastes like, both of them. I think they both have their spots where maybe like on a very, very hot day, you would like the dill, then the citrus to kick in, and then it to repeat, where if it was just like a laid back sunny day, you might want something more mellow. I mean, I can definitely see why I haven't seen a lot of Sorachi Ace beers out, because I don't think most people would like the dill flavor you get from it, but it does bring a good citrus flavor. In one of the reviews, I was talking about what you would pair this with. I think if you were making a wheat beer, you would be okay to leave it way down at the end of the boil and maybe use some lemon drop and bring out that citrus. I wouldn't pair this with anything if I was putting it at 30 minutes. Like that dill citrus at 30 minutes, you're getting a ton more lemon citrus out of that. I don't think it needs more. I think it'll overpower it, almost like the Vienna. And it's almost like a tart lemon citrus dill that's just overpowering for me. But on this, I would probably have to go with the wheat version. I think it's more mellow. I would rather drink that than have this roller coaster that kind of, I wouldn't say wrecks your palate, but just over time I'm going to be like, I don't want any more lemon. So yeah, for that I would have to go with the wheat version. Let me know if you've used Sorachi Ace in anything below. If you like this video, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.